Hello, welcome everybody. Chris Evans with you on the set of the High School Huddle. Hope you're having a fantastic day as we get set for week 2 of the football season. With a couple weeks already under our belts, it's been a fun Class 5A already, and we'll have the new Class 5A rankings here in just a few moments. But let's go over some of the scores from Friday night's action. Of course, the big one in 5A football, supposed to be a good one, between the Del City Eagles and the Booker T. Washington Hornets in Del City, Oklahoma. Remember, it was Booker T defeating Muskogee to begin the season 21-7, and Del City was shut out by Ed Memorial 35-0. And boy, how things can quickly turn around from one week to another, especially in non-district play, as Del City takes it to Booker T. Washington 38-7. It wasn't even that close. Booker T does score a touchdown late in the game to get on the scoreboard. The night was highlighted by Caleb Blackwolf of the Del City Eagles. 5 total touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns. He returned 2 punts for touchdowns as well, as Coach Jones and the Eagles were soaring throughout the entire night. The last 3 meetings between Del City and Booker T, 131-7. So Booker T does score a point for the first time in 3 tries against Del City. Simply have their number. And Del City is back up high in the rankings following that one. That here in just a second. So you do note Booker T. Washington did have some injuries and some flu, but also Del City had some players out, including their quarterback, who might be out another game. So they kind of washed each other out. Del City just a very, very good football team. Remember, they've been in the semis and the finals over the last couple of years, just ran into some really good Carl Albert teams. So we'll see how that plays out a little bit later on. Some other scores, take a look. Duncan, not in the top 10, but they are 2-0. They beat Cash 26-23. They beat Bridge Creek the week before, so they're 2-0 going into Gelsman Stadium and take on the Guthrie Blue Jays. How about the Southeast Spartans? They are 2-0 as well. They beat Northwest Classen last night. Carl Albert Titans take down their rival Midwest City Bombers. Final score there was 41-8. Now with Washington losing to Sulphur last night, Carl Albert now has the longest winning streak in the state of Oklahoma. It sits at 40 games. That number is going to increase at least one more. We'll see here in a couple weeks. It'll be Stillwater and Carl Albert. That one will be a big-time matchup when we get to that here in just a few weeks. Newcastle goes on the road. Tuttle, 4A defending runner-up, has no problems there, 35-7. The other big game in 5A football, Battle of the Bishops. And it was Bishop Kelly leading 17-0 with 7 minutes left in the game. And Bishop McGinnis scores 22 unanswered points to take down the Comets in Oklahoma City, 22-17. The Shalala, the Irish stick, goes to Bishop McGinnis. And boy, Bishop Kelly had a long drive home thinking about that one there. Up 17 with 7 to go. Usually feel pretty good about yourself. Coweta, 21-7 over Wagner. They spoil the coaching debut for Wagner head coach, Coach Kimes, who came over from Chisholm. And so they spoiled that victory there. And so those were some of the big games. Shawnee defeats 6A2, Putnam City North 32-19, another big game for them. Noble drops to Blanchard 34-14. And so let's take a look at real quickly. Durant, they played some really good competition in the 4A level. Played Ada last week, got beat there. Played Broken Bow, got beat 26-23. So despite Durant 0-2, they played 2 quality 4A teams and played them pretty close. So let's take a look at the new Class 5A rankings, and they are new, as the Carl Albert Titans, no surprise there, going for 4 state championships in a row. They remain at number 1. Del City bumps up 4 spots. They were at number 6. They are back at number 2. That's where they were before losing to Ed Memorial. They are back to number 2. I certainly think Del City right now were to play any of these teams outside of Carl Albert, they would be favored, and I would definitely have them favored in the game. So at number 2. I almost put Pryor number 2, but I think I really, really like Del City's athleticism. Pryor, though, at number 3. Won't have the schedule as Del City, but we'll see some big games for them a little bit later on. Bishop McGinnis stays at number 4 as they survive on their home field. Guthrie was idle last week. They bump a couple of spots. Booker T falls from number 2 all the way down to number 6. Really did not look very good on offense against the Del City Eagles. Collinsville is at number 7. Newcastle with that loss to Tuttle at number 8. The Claremore Zebras in the top 5, in the top 10. And this was a team that I almost put in the top 10 in my preseason rankings, trying to find a way, but they beat Bartlesville 29-20 to begin their season. And the Shawnee Wolves, as I mentioned, stays at number 10 with the victory over PC North. Those are your 5A rankings going into week number 2 of the football season. A reminder, we have the High School Huddle each and every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Ronnie and Phil join me, and we will discuss this and a whole lot more, including your thoughts, your comments, your predictions, and all whatever you want to talk about. We will be sure to share your comment. Just let us know what it is on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. That'll do it. Hope you have a fantastic day. We'll talk to you next time.